Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Peter Obi, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu are waiting earnestly for results of Presidential Election Tribunal. But do you know the report reaching us right now? It says Justice Odili is working for Tinubu. The thing, they say she don't enter inside the judges. They don't join them. They say she dey work for the presidential election. They work with them for Tinubu. Remember, say the Odilis and Wike, they are close allies. Oh yes, they have a relationship. In fact, you can say that, Odili's husband, I'm talking about the lawyer husband, who was a former governor of Rivers State, is like a godfather to Wike. So if they say they are working together, not disturb yourself. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Justice Odili working for Tinubu. Allegations continue to rise. Jackson Udo has alleged that Peter Odili, I beg your pardon, was working for Tinubu. Justice Odili urged public to disregard Jackson Udo's publication that she is working for Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Retired Justice of the Supreme Court, Honorable Justice Mary Peter Odili, has denied social media reports that she is negotiating a pathway for Bola Ahmed Tinubu with the judgment that will be coming out soon at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. The report authorizes by one Jackson Uto, who alleged that Peter Odili was regularly meeting with the appeal and Supreme Court in respect of the matter to see that the judgment is favorable to Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. A statement made available to Justice in Port Harcourt and signed by the media assistant to Peter Odili, Chief Executive Felix Emebe, said lawyers of the retired Supreme Justice were working on defamation arising from the false allegations against Mary Odili. The statement reads in part, "Our attention has been drawn to the publication circulating on social media against the person of the retired Justice Mary Peter Odili, wherein the author, one Jackson Udo, falsely and maliciously alleged that the revealed justice is currently negotiating a pathway for the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that she meets regularly with the appeal and Supreme Court in that regard, all to make sure that she makes a pathway for him. Why the defamation arises from this falsehood has been referred to the lawyers of the lordship to deal with in accordance with the law. We consider it appropriate, particularly to seek for the public to make sure that they understand that she has denied any connection with appeal and Supreme Court in terms of Presidential Election Tribunal and speaking for Tinubu. And this is false allegations against her personality. We deny every allegations contained in the publication and state that the publication is false, malicious, and mischievous, and is deliberate attempt to smother the integrity and solid reputation of her lordship. We say nothing that the fact that the publication has the potential to incite the public against her lordship on an issue of grave national interest. We will look out for this and make sure that we crush it before it spreads any further. Before it spreads any further, I don't did turn. Everybody does see the matter. So I don't know what you won't crush you. Anyway, reports reaching us is that the Chief Justice, Mary Odili, say she dey work for Peter Obi. We don't know how I say why they call Peter because of the Obi Odili Peter, her husband is Peter Odili. This one is Peter Obi, then a Labour Party. This now Odili Mary. Okay, Mary and I be the Chief Justice. But the Odilis and our brother Wike, they have a close association. So whether you like it or not, there is more going on in all of this. And Nigerians are beginning to question who these people are, their position, and what's the relevance, what's going on. Could there be something more? Should we pay more attention? Should we pay more attention? Is there something that we need to know? Because when they say indigenous smoke, when they say there's no smoke without fire, meaning saying that something they call something. Indigenous smoke, they say there's no smoke without fire. Okay? So we they watch the whole matter and we they try to understand them. We are trying to understand it. Okay? So where exactly is all this coming from? In case you are not aware, there are real serious issues, underlying matters in all of this that is showing to every single person that, people you thought mean well or are for the nation, some of them, because of what they will gain, some of them, because of what they will gain, are doing things for themselves. So it is important we understand this. Yes? So it is what it is. And if there's any time in the history of the nation where we must pay good and close attention in all of this, that time is now. Okay, that time is now. So it is something that that is of great interest that we must look upon and ensure that at the end of the day, things turn out and the nation become a better place, not just for one but for all, so that together we can make a lot of difference. Okay, so it is what it is. And if there's any time in the history of the nation where everybody has been called upon to look at things favorably so that we don't continue with the same status quo and expect that things will change, this is the time. Yes, this is the time. So what are you doing? What am I doing? What are we doing to ensure that we change the course of what is going on? If there's nothing we would have ever done up till now, this is the time to rise up and to ensure that we begin to install, okay, we begin to put those things in place, because every time you are looking at things, and you're not paying attention, you're not doing what you should do, then you begin to see that every one of us, we are making a huge mistake. Okay, we are making a huge mistake. And if there's any time that we should have paid great attention and ensure that, the nation move forward, irrespective of those who are in position, okay, who are the lawmakers or who are saying they want this or that, or they are trying to infringe on who we are, we all together must ensure that we rise up. Okay? If really she's doing that, she will face it. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.